Most people think making a hyperlink digital planner is complicated, but in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a hyperlink digital planner step by step, even if you're a complete beginner. Imagine having your own clickable professional digital planner designed in Canva that you can sell on Etsy or Gumroad. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to make one. Let's get started. Obviously, the first thing you need to do is to come over to Canva, and then you can search for different templates. So you can just go ahead and search for digital planner. Alright, so you notice that there are a lot of different templates that are available. But for this video, I'm going to start from scratch and walk you through the step-by-step method on how to actually create a digital planner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to create and then simply scroll down to custom size. So what I'll do next is to go ahead and enter the custom size. So make sure that you change this to inches. And then I'm going to use 8.5 by 11 inches and hit create new design. And it will bring you to this interface. What you need to do next is to come over to elements. And then you're going to search for spiral binder. Let me select gold spiral binder. Now come over to the graphics section and click see all. Go ahead and select any one that you prefer. You will notice that there are some that have this little crown. These ones are only available in the pro version. But if you're using the free version, you can go ahead and select any of these ones that are free. I'll just simply go ahead and select any one that I prefer. So after selecting the spiral binder, I'm going to position it well. After that, come back to elements, and then this time around, I'm going to search for shapes. I'll select this one right here, and then I'm going to increase the size. After adjusting the shape, just go ahead and click on position, then move it backward. Now we are going to change the color. So I'm going to click on color. You can see they've already given me the photo color of the spiral binder. So I'm just going to select any of them that I prefer. You can use any color of your choice. Pay attention to this part because I'm about to show you how to add your hyperlinks. This is the part that really makes your planner look professional. If you want your planner to look like the ones people actually buy, don't miss this next step I'm about to show you. So we're going to come over to shapes. Just select any shape of your choice. So I'll go ahead and select this one right here. I'm going to reduce the size, then I'll rotate it. Let me increase this. So what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to bring them here. So the next thing to do is to change the color. So I'm going to change the color to black, but you can actually change it to any color of your choice. Now I'll go ahead and duplicate it. I'm going to get about 12 of these because I want to create a monthly planner. So it needs to be 12 in number. So I'm going to just duplicate it. You can see that Canva is actually arranging it for me based on my first position, and this is really fantastic because it will make the process to be faster. So this is 12 in number. So I'm going to select all of them and send them backward. Now the next step is for us to now add the names of the months of the year. So I'm going to come over to text and then I'll select this. I'm going to change this font type to something else. Let me just use this particular font type. Then reduce the font size. I'll go ahead and change it to white since the background is black. So I'm going to rotate it again. Let me reduce the font size again and then bring it over here. Now go ahead and add all the months of the year. So I'm going to duplicate it and then I'll bring it over here, and then I'll now add the next month. I'll repeat this process to complete the rest of the months. You can see that I've finished adding the names of the months of the year. So after this, go ahead and duplicate the pages. So I'm just going to click on this to get the grid view. Then I'll just simply duplicate it so it will be fast for me. I'll simply copy it, just duplicate it. It has to be 12 in number. So it's now 12 in number, right? Then I'll add the last one because I'll use the first page as my cover. So I'm just going to make it to be 13 in number. This is really coming together. Now, so after this, the next step is for us to now number our pages. So the first page is what I'm going to be using as the cover of this planner. So I'm going to title it the cover. Then I will now have to give the pages titles starting from January. So I'll go to the next one, February, then March, Repeat the process till you are done with naming all the months of the year. So you can see that I finished naming all the pages. The first page is the cover, so I'll leave it. Then starting from January, February, March, April, and all that. So pay close attention because I'm about to show you how to add the hyperlinks. This is a very important step in this process, so make sure you pay attention. So what you're going to do next is to select the first month, that is January. You're going to right click and then scroll down to link, and then you're going to select January. Click on done. You can see that link have been added. Now it's also very important that you also link the shape, so that in case the person clicks on only the shape, the person can still get to the page, to avoid confusion. So I'm still going to select it, right click, come over to link, and then I'm going to still select January. So you can see that we have linked it, both the name of the month and the shape, so that anyone the person clicks on, it would still take the person to the page. So do the same thing for February, link. I also link the shape, right click, link. Simply repeat the process for the rest of the months. So what we'll do is to go ahead and remove this underline. There is no need for it, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove all of them. So this is looking really cool. Make sure that you cross-check it to be sure that all of them are linked. You can see they are linked. This is the link. Can you see that? Just click on it and they will tell you what it's linked to. Can you see that? So just make sure to cross-check all of them to be sure that all of them are linked. If you notice, this one doesn't have hyperlinks. It's only the first page that we added the hyperlinks to. So what we are going to do is that we are going to just go ahead and copy them. Right? I think it's better I group it. So let me just go ahead and group it. And then we are going to copy it. Then we'll come over right here to the next page. We'll just highlight it and delete them. And then paste the one that we hyperlinked. I'll send it backward. If you select any of them, you'll notice that they are all hyperlinked, right? So let's go to the next page. Go ahead and delete these ones and then add our own. Then send it backward. So just repeat this process for all the pages. Delete, paste, and then send it backward. We are doing this because we want all of them to have hyperlinks. We want all the pages to have hyperlinks, which is very important. You can see that we finished adding all of them to the pages. Okay, so once you are done with this step, the next step is for us to now design our book cover. Then I will now show you how to design the interior. So make sure that you stick around, don't leave yet until you get all the steps. So I'm just going to go over to elements and search for shapes. Then I'm going to still select this one since I like it and this is the one I've been using. So I'm going to adjust the position and increase the size. I think this is really coming together. So let's change it to white color. Let me see how it's going to look. So before I add the text, let's add a background. Let me just come over to elements. Then I'll just type white texture background. I'll go over to the graphics section. And then I'll just look for any one that I like. Let me try this one and see how it looks. I'll bring it and then I'll send it backward. Let me see how it looks. Like, it's looking fine. I think I like the way it's looking. It's kind of subtle. Okay, let me just look for another one before I make up my mind on the one to use. Let me select this and see how it will look. I think I like this one. So let me delete this other one. Then I'll bring it over here and send it to the back. So just right click and then choose layer and send to back. I think I like how it's looking. I can even go ahead and reduce the transparency a little bit. I think this is looking very cool. I like the way it's looking, so I'm going to leave it like this. So we can still go ahead and copy it and add it to other pages. So let me just add them to other pages and send it backward. Just send it to the back. So I'll just paste it here and then send it to the back. Just go ahead and add it to the other pages. I think I like how it's really looking. I've added it on all the pages. So let's still go back to this. Let me adjust it a little bit. So this is okay. So I'll go ahead and write the title. So let's go back to text and then I'm going to type this, my sweet planner. Let me duplicate it and type planner. So I'm going to change all the fonts. So for the first one, let's come over right here and then we're going to use a handwriting font. So I'm just going to, let's use holiday and see how it's going to look. Let's actually check for other ones. Let me check this particular one. This is Brittany. Let's see how it's going to look. I think I like the way this one is looking, this particular font. Okay, let's use it. I like the way it's looking. So I'm going to bring it over here. You can even, rotate it, like just position it the way you like. Let me increase the font size, and then I'm going to adjust it. Let me reduce it a little bit. So just do what works for you. My sweet monthly planner. Okay, let me put monthly. Then I'm going to change the font type too. I'm going to bring it right here, and then I'm still going to change the font type of this one. So let me just scroll down and select any one that I like. Let's check this particular font. Let me see how it's going to look. Let's see. I like how it's looking, but let's just change to another font. Let me check this one. It's Poppins. I think Poppins is also a good font. Let's see how it's going to look. Let's select this one. I think I like Poppins. Let's go with Poppins. It's looking really cool. So I don't really like the difference between the font size, right? This one is a little bit bigger, and then this one is very small. So I'm just going to change the title. Let me just use this one as monthly, and then I'll just leave only planner here, so I can increase the font size. So let me just increase it. Let me check for this particular one. Let me see how this one is going to look. Okay, let's go with this particular font. I think it's better. So let me increase it, the font size. Just play around with it. Do you understand? According to your preference, you can choose a different font type. I think the space here is too much, so let me just look for an element and add over right here. Look for any elements of your choice. So I can just type, let's say I type flower. I'll choose graphics. I'm just looking for what to add here to reduce the space. I think the space is too much. So, okay. I just prefer a minimalist design. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to increase this. Let me increase the font size of this. Like I said, just play around with it until you get what you like. I want to make this particular shape to pop up a little bit. Let me just search for shadow effects and see what will come up. Let me try and use this and see how it's going to look. I think I like the way this is looking. This is looking really nice and minimalistic. So it just depends on your preference. So the next thing for you to do is for you to add the interior of your planner. This is very simple to do. Just scroll down, we'll create a new page, and then we're just going to come over to design and search for monthly planner. So just go ahead and select any one that you like. But one thing I want you to keep in mind is that make sure that you change the interior a little bit. Don't just use the template exactly as you saw it here. I know some people do it, but don't do that to avoid having any copyright issue. So I'm just going to scroll down and just select any template that I like. I think I like this one, so let me select this. So I like the fact that it's undated. You can make your planner dated or undated. Personally, I recommend starting with an undated planner because it will save you time. You don't need to edit it year after year to sell it. Plus, it appeals to more buyers. People can fill in dates themselves, making it more personal. Especially for digital planners, you can keep reusing the same file every year. So I'll just change this place. They said monthly plan. I'll just type the name of the month. Then for this place, they said month. I'm going to change it to year so that people can fill in the year by themselves. You can see priorities, to do notes. I think I like the way it's looking already, right? So I will just go ahead and change the font type. Let me just change the font to the font type we're already using. So let me use this. Since I'm already using this particular font type, let me use it in all of them. So I just noticed that it has a white background, so I'm going to go ahead and remove it since we already have a background. Then I'll go ahead and copy this. So let me just copy it, all of them. I'll copy everything here. I'll scroll up to the page of January. So this is January. I'm going to change this color to white. Just pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm going to change this color to white. Then I'm going to go ahead and paste it. Obviously, you're going to reduce the size so that it will fit in very well. So let me reduce it a little bit more. And let me group it. Let me position it properly. This is looking really cool. And the next thing I'm going to do is to do the same for all the pages. I'm going to go ahead and copy it. Then I'll just scroll down to the next page. I'll change the color to white and then paste it. So I'll just go ahead and do the same for all the pages. Remember to change the name of the month. This is February, so I'm going to change this to February. This is March, I'm going to change it to March. So now that we are done, I'm going to go ahead and delete this particular page. You can see how it's looking. This is looking really cool. I really love the way it turned out. You can even go ahead and add note pages, right? So after this, you can just go ahead and add note pages. So let me just add a page for each of the months. You can just add, a page for notes. So I'm just going to add page. So for the month of January, I can just go back to design and then I'll search for notes. So I'll just scroll down and choose any one that I like. I just want something simple. Let me just go ahead and select this. I'll change this font type to what we are already using. Let's go ahead and select this. Then I'll use this particular font type that we are using. Since we're already using it, so it will be consistent with other of our fonts. So what I'm going to do next is that I'm just going to go ahead and copy this so I can paste it for other ones. So I'll copy it, then I'll add a page for February and go ahead and paste it too. Just do the same for all other months. You can see how this is looking. This is looking really cool. I love the way it turned out. You can even go ahead and add a weekly planner just to make it more useful to your buyers. So let's just look at it first. So let's check the grid view so you can see how it's looking. Like, I love how it turned out. I really love how it turned out. This is looking really beautiful. We are almost done. But this last step is what transforms it from a design into a real digital product. So don't leave yet. Make sure you watch till the end. The next step is just for us to download it. Let me show you how to download it so it can be ready for sale. So you're just going to click on share, download. Make sure you save it as PDF standard and then click on download. Don't go yet. We're going to check if this is going to work. This step is very important, so don't go yet. Make sure you stick to the end. So you can see that the monthly planner is ready. So the last step, which is very, very important, is for you to check if the hyperlink is working. So I'm going to click on this. You can see that it's working. So if you click here, it will take you to February. Click here, it will take you to March, April. The hyperlinks are working, which is super cool, right? And even the background of the text is still working. You can see that. So this is how to create your digital planner with hyperlinks. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And remember, you can actually sell this online, on Etsy, and on other digital platforms to make money online. Just click on the video on the screen right now to watch the next video. And I'll see you in the next one.